The Channel Mom Show, celebrating you with Jenny Dean Schmidt.
If you're a busy mom, get someone else to send your personalized cards for much less than a store-bought card and stamp. It's that easy. Just click on Send Out Cards.
Listen up. If you've got babies or if you've got teenagers, because this is, I think, going to resonate with a lot of people. Teenagers are not as cute as babies.
So true.
And that can be a problem. I mean, they're my current teenager is a very handsome boy, just not as cute as a baby. I actually think that for a lot of us, it is harder to be patient and loving moms to big kids than it is for us to be patient and loving moms to little kids.
Because they're not cute?
And they're not as helpless. So let's talk about this.
They're not helpless.
They're not helpless. I think that thankfully we have several reactions to our babies, as we should. We know that without feeding them and carrying them around, babies literally could not survive. They literally need us in order to live. Also, they're just adorable. And they're so easy to love because of that. Now, teenagers, on the other hand, are not helpless. And they're not quite as cute. But is there any less at stake with our teenage kids than with our babies? I think it's a life or death thing with our babies. If you don't feed them or nurse them or whatever, they're going to perish. But I think because that urgency leaves and that cuteness leaves, we forget that it's just as urgent with your teenagers that you're there for them. And here's why I think it's urgent. And this is where I think you're going to agree, Shell. Are we not teaching them how to contribute to the world, how to work hard and be responsible, how to treat their spouse when they grow up and their children, or how to help their neighbors and help their community? I think it is easier to look at our teenager when they're talking back to us or rolling their eyes or when they'd rather be with their friends than us and say, forget it. They don't need me anymore. And to top it off, they won't even listen to me. But they do need you, even if they won't say it.
And they're listening, even if they won't admit it.
That's very true. So if you don't teach them, they won't know how to treat a lady or a man right when they get married. They won't know how to work hard for their families or how to truly love their own children. We lose a lot if we lose touch with our teenagers. The evidence will show up in our workforce, in our communities, in our government, in our churches, and in our world. And for what they've lost in bald and toothless cuteness, they make up for in sense of humor and the ability to help around the house, frankly. So hug your teenager today. And if he won't let you, then stay by his side anyway. That's my advice on teenagers in comparison to babies. What do you think?
Mine will let me hug him. I just have to stand on my toes.
Yeah, I know. He's taller than you now. Mine's not quite, because I'm 5'9". I'm a tall mom. So, yeah, he's not quite there yet, but he will be. He will be. I'm hoping for 6'2", 6'3". Daddy would like that because Daddy's a football coach. So.
I think you're on the road for that.
Yeah, I think so. So are you, completely.